Okay, notice that I have a lot of different Tmux sessions open right now. And usually what happens is that I start with a few sessions. After a few days, I end up with around 15, 20 sessions. So I have to come here and I have to clean them up. Notice that while I was talking right now, a cleanup script that I created just cleaned all the inactive sessions. Let's take a look at that real quick. Here's the script, is the one that you see on the right hand side. I have it set to a really low value, but this is not what I usually set it to. I normally set it for like 2 hours, for example, but just for demonstrating this video, I set it to 1 minute right now. So what this 1 minute means is that it's going to be closing the sessions or killing the sessions that haven't been accessed in this time, in 1 minute. If I switch to a session, it's not going to kill it anymore because that's an active session and the counter is going to reset. But if I don't access any of the sessions in this amount of time, 1 minute, it will close them. Where can we see what just happened? Let me switch to this other Tmux window that I have here. I'm going to cat this file so you can see what just happened. Notice here the timestamp, 1808, it killed a lot of different sessions that had been active for 5 minutes. Let me open a lot of different sessions right now. Just remember, the only session that I have open right now is this one, my home session. Just gonna open my .files, my notes, gonna open this other session, gonna open my daily notes with hypertr. I'm also going to open my carabiner configuration file with this other key map. I'm going to open this other session and I'm going to open this other session as well. So notice that I have a lot of different sessions open right now. Just gonna bring them up and I have 8 sessions at the moment. If I don't access one of these sessions for 1 minute, the script is going to kill them. But how is this script being executed? If you notice, I'm not going to be running the script. It's automatically going to be killing the sessions. So how does that happen? Let me switch to my zshrc file here real quick in my .files latest. The session is not going to be killed because I just accessed it. And you're gonna notice this section here. This interval seconds is going to be running a PLIST file every 90 seconds. And this PLIST file is the one that is going to be executing the script that kills my sessions. Notice that I'm calling the script here. This is the path for the script that actually kills the sessions. Let me see where that script is the one that I have here. Notice the path at the very top, tools-linkarzu. Notice the name of the file. I'm going to switch back to my zshrc file and you can confirm that we have the path here. Do you need to add this to your zshrc file? No, you don't. You can create this PLIST file manually. Notice that I'm creating the file here with this cat command from here to here. These are the values that I specify in that file. Notice that I get them from the variables that I have here at the top. And why do I do it in my zshrc file? Because I have a script, which is this one, the one shown on the screen. This is the one that I use to set up a new computer. So when I get a new Mac, I execute the script shown here, and that basically sets up everything for me, including my zshrc file. So every time that I want to make a change to this PLIST file, I just come here, make the change, source my zshrc file, and I'm good to go. Let's look at what sessions I have open right now. Just gonna bring them up right now. Notice that this is the only one that I have open. Why? Because the script killed them. Where can we see that? I'm just going to switch here to my home session. I'm going to cat the same file that I had done before, which is the one shown here, and look at the timestamps. At 1814, killed the session Obsidian main, which was inactive for 2 minutes, and it also killed all of the rest at 1815, are the ones that we have here. Now remember, setting this to 1 minute doesn't make any sense. I just set it right now this to 90 seconds, and the script, I set it to 1 minute, just for doing the demonstration here in the video, just so that you can see that this works. But I usually set this to 2 hours. Let me see what changes I applied. So this Tmux sessions, I had it set to 110. Just going to discard these changes, discard, and this other one I have it set to 7200 seconds. Notice that I also discarded the changes. These are my regular values. I'm still playing around with them. I don't know if I'm going to leave it at 2 hours, a day, maybe a little bit more. It's up to you. So just make sure that you modify this here. And you also make sure to modify this interval here. Notice that this is exactly 2 hours, but here I set it slightly below 2 hours. Instead of 120 minutes here, I set it to 110. Now that I apply these changes, how can I see if the script is being executed or not? Let me switch back to my home session right now. And I'm going to type another command here. Print this one, launchctl print, and this is my PLIST file. Just going to hit enter here. Notice that I can see here the run interval, 90 seconds, how many times it has been executed. 7 times. But remember that I applied a few changes and I want those changes to take effect. So let me remove this file. I'm just going to grab these variables because I need the path. I'm just going to grab these. I'm just going to paste them here. I'm going to delete this PLIST path. So the file has been removed. Now that I removed the file, I'm just going to source my zshrc file. Notice that it's going to create the file again. Notice the notification that I get on the right-hand side is an item that can run in the background. I'm going to run this print command again so we can see the details. Notice that it still shows me 90 seconds and it still shows me 9 runs. I'm not sure why. Let me try to unload it. Let's see if this command runs. Yeah, it seems that it was unloaded. I'm just going to source my zshrc file again. And let's see, the PLIST file was loaded. Let's print the details again. Launchctl print, execute this. Notice that now it is set to 7200 seconds and it hasn't been ran any time. Let me see which sessions I have open. I only have these 2 sessions open at the moment. Remember that this now is going to be executing every 2 hours and just deleting the inactive sessions. Notice that I'm in macOS. Will this work in Linux? Yes, it will, because it's just basically a script. The script is here. It's the one shown here. It's just a bash script. And in Linux, it's even easier to run it every X amount of hours. All you need to do is set up a cron job. In macOS, it's a little bit more complicated, but you can still do it. I think that in macOS, you can also run cron jobs, but I'm just using a LaunchAgent and it works fine. Notice that that's why I had left this option here supporting Linux. So I just covered that. Oh, and where can you find this file? Remember that you can always see the name of the file here at the top of the screen. So if I bring up my dotfiles, and you just search for it here, you will be able to find it. If you like my dotfiles and if you find useful information, just remember to give them a star. And in my dotfiles, you will also be able to find my zshrc file, which is the one shown here, zshrc file.sh. Just keep in mind that you don't need to add this to your zshrc file the way that I'm doing it here. Instead, what you could do is manually create this PLIST file. Notice that the path to the file is here, and here are the contents of the file. So you don't have to add it to your zshrc file. Before I leave, I just want to thank the supporters. I have them listed here, YouTube memberships. All of them are shown here. And down here also we have the Ko-fi one-time donations. So I just want to say thanks to each one of you. Really appreciate the support. Also, if you notice up here, I have share live in Discord. Well, this is not a live stream, but in case that you need help, in case that you have questions, in case that you need assistance, I have a Discord server. Anyone is free to join. I'm going to leave the link to the Discord server in the video description. You can join and ask questions, help out others, or just chat. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. Hope this was useful, and I'll see you in the next video.